You know, we see fruits every single day, but do we really see them? It turns out the vibrant colors in our fruit bowl hold some pretty powerful secrets. So today, we're going to unlock the science behind the rainbow on your plate and figure out what it all means for your health. Let's get into it. So, I want you to do something for me. Think about your last meal. How many different colors were actually on that plate? It's a simple question, right? But it's way more important than you might think. Because the key to unlocking some incredible health benefits might not just be which fruit you eat, but you guessed it, what color it is. This is a whole new way to look at nutrition. Okay, so what's the magic behind these colors? Well, it all comes down to one word: phytonutrients. Now, these are the natural compounds that give plants their absolutely stunning colors, their unique tastes, and even how they smell. But they do so much more than that. They basically act as a plant's personal immune system. And the cool part is, when we eat them, they start protecting us too. So let's take a tour through this rainbow of health. And we're going to start with the really powerful and passionate reds and purples. These are the colors that are all about protecting our very cells and our heart. This slide really breaks down the science for us. So for the reds, we're talking about lycopene. Just think of it as a little bodyguard for your cells, fighting off damage from things called free radicals. And for the blues and purples, it's all about anthocyanins. These are incredible antioxidants that some research suggests might even help slow down cellular aging. Pretty amazing, right? So what's the actual payoff for eating these colors? Well, it is a powerhouse of benefits. We're talking about supporting your heart and your lungs, potential protection against certain cancers, and even helping to prevent blood clots. And you get all this from everyday fruits like strawberries, tomatoes, blueberries, and grapes. But to really get a sense of the power of red, I've got to introduce you to a very specific, almost unbelievable example. It's a fruit from Southeast Asia, especially Vietnam, and it's called the gac fruit. Now, you probably won't find it in your local supermarket, but its story is just incredible. Okay, take a look at this number: 70. 70 times. What on earth could this refer to? Well, it's a huge hint at just how unbelievably potent this one particular red fruit is. Any ideas? Yep, you got it. The gac fruit has up to 70 times more of that cell-protecting lycopene than tomatoes do. That's just wild. And what that means is its ability to defend your body is totally supercharged. It's an incredible example of the power that's just hiding inside a color. All right, next up in our journey through the rainbow, the vibrant and energetic yellows and oranges. These colors aren't just bright and happy. They play a super important role in how our cells actually talk to each other. So fruits like oranges, mangoes, and pineapple are absolutely packed with a phytonutrient called beta-cryptoxanthin. It's a mouthful, I know, but its main job is really cool. It helps support the communication between our cells. You can kind of think of it as keeping the phone lines in your body clear and open, which is absolutely crucial for preventing things like heart disease. And of course, everyone knows they're loaded with vitamin C. Now, for our final color groups, and we're going to look at these together, the essential greens and the often overlooked whites and browns. Don't sleep on these. They are true defensive powerhouses. So check this out. Green foods like spinach and kale have chemicals that can actually get in the way of cancer-causing compounds. Meanwhile, white foods like garlic and onions contain something called allicin, which research has shown to have anti-tumor properties. So from the spinach in your smoothie to the onion in your sauce, you're literally building up your body's defenses. Okay, so we've covered the what and the why, but what about the how? Let's dive into some of the most common questions people have about actually eating all this amazing fruit. Fresh or dried? This is a big one. This table lays it out perfectly. Fresh fruit, you just can't beat it for hydration and for vitamins like vitamin C. But dried fruit is a fantastic, super convenient option where the fiber and minerals actually become more concentrated. So the best choice really just depends on your needs. If you're busy and on the go, a little unsweetened dried fruit is a great solution. All right, let's bust a big myth. Should you eat fruit after a meal? The answer might actually surprise you. As you can see here, eating fruit like an orange after a meal that has plant-based iron, so think spinach or lentils, can enhance how much iron your body absorbs, all thanks to that vitamin C. So it's not just okay, it can actually be really beneficial. Now for the really fun part. We can take all this knowledge and kick it up a notch by strategically combining fruits to create some powerful synergies, really targeting specific health goals. So let's say you want to boost your immune system. Here's a little formula for you. Start with grapefruit, Then add some kiwi for even bigger punch of vitamin C, and top it all off with strawberries for both vitamins A and C. When you put them all together, they create this incredible shield for your immune system, helping you stay healthy and strong. Or how about fighting inflammation? You've got to try this trio. Pineapple has this amazing enzyme called bromelain. Combine that with the antioxidant power of anthocyanins from blueberries and the potent compounds in cherries, and you've got yourself a delicious, totally natural way to help calm inflammation in your body. So, what's the big takeaway from all of this? It's actually pretty simple. Don't just think of food as fuel. Start thinking of your plate like a canvas. Every single color you add is another brushstroke, painting a more vibrant, more beautiful picture of your health. And that leads us to our final question for you today. Based on everything we've just talked about, I want you to really think about this. Tomorrow, what new color are you going to add to your plate? Thanks for joining me for this explainer.